Welcome to Nalla Narasimha Reddy Education Society's group of institutions, Integrated Campus, Hyderabad. Structural Engineering 1, Reinforced Cement Concrete. I am Dr. E. Mahesh Babu, Professor, Department of Civil Engineering. See, if you look at maximum shear stress and design shear stress from the table 19 and 20 of IS 456, it is very clear. And what is the maximum shear stress in the beam cross section, that is allowable shear strength. See, what is the critical section for shear? See, this is a very important, this you will observe in your footings also. This is see here critical meaning critical section. What is critical section? See, from the edge to ear D, okay, this is D, this is D, effective depth. So from edge to effective depth is critical section for shear in a beam. See here, if you see this one, see this one, yes, if you see effective depth is from free support to the section at D. This is up to here a critical section. So here you have to take for vertical stirrups design. So you will have very required design reinforcement, shear reinforcement you have to provide from year to year. This is important. So this is a typical beams, continuous beam. This is a column. So here from year to year it is year critical section, right? This is D. This is D. Here D. D is effective depth. See, very important point and object type of question you will get in gate examinations, and our middle examinations are all competitive examination, internal examinations, otherwise see any interviews we will ask to what is the critical section for shear in beams. This is one effective depth from the edge of the beam is known as critical section. Okay, these are support conditions for locating factor shear force. This is factor, all are in limit state factor shear force, right? So this is very important figure you have to remember. If you remember this figure, what will happen? You will understand what is the critical section. See, always instead of studying always theoretical, you observe these figures, try to understand this figure. So if you understand this figure, you will always remember what is the critical section for shear of the beam, that is effective depth from the edge of the beam. That is the very important point. Next one is see, minimum shear reinforcement. What is minimum shear reinforcement? That is given in IS 456 26.5.16. If you see IS 456 26.1.6, right? So you have to search here 26.1. See, if you go like this, I have shown because this using of code book also very important. Always you should remember how to calculate, how to see this important See, if you see 31, 20, 26, what is it? As per 26.1. Yeah, we came 26. So this is a minimum shear. There, what he mentioned here, he mentioned that minimum shear reinforcement. If you see minimum shear reinforcement here, what is here? Minimum shear for reinforcement in a, this is class 26 point as per. Okay, this is minimum shear reinforcement and okay, and table 19 of 20. So the minimum shear reinforcement provided in the forms of stirrups. That we will see how. See here, ASV by BSV should be greater than 0.4 divided by 0.87 Fy. See, what is the minimum shear reinforcement irrespective of your tensile reinforcement and concrete shear strength? The minimum shear reinforcement you have to provide in the beam. How to calculate minimum shear reinforcement? Here, see, these are empirical formulas and they are already given. In design, we don't have any formula derivations, direct formulas, application of formulas in design. So this is the formula for minimum shear reinforcement. So here, what is ASV? Total cross-sectional area of stirrup legs. Suppose this is a stirrup. If you have this is stirrup, right? See what this is shape of. See here you have reinforcement like this. Here you have reinforcement like this, right? See four sides, four bars. Say these are 16 mm bottom and top 12 mm. So this is typical type of your stirrup, right? See this cross section is, say, suppose this is a 8 mm stirrup. This is 8 mm stirrup. I said this area 8 mm area how much? Okay, 2 into pi d square by 4. That is d is 8 mm. See, always you have to observe that units. This is an mm. You will get area in mm. You must remember whenever if your other units are in different units. The suppose a meter or centimeter square. You have to convert either in mm or in meters or in centimeters, right? So here SV, what is SV? Shear spacing along the depth of member. Spacing. What is spacing? You know, suppose here if you see, say this is a beam, you will have strips like this. See, this is, see this spacing is this spacing. Okay, see like this you will have, I will show in figures also. See how to see this minimum shear of reinforcement. And what is Fy? You know, characteristic strength of stirrup, which shall be taken, which shall not be greater than 415 Newton per mm square. See, characteristic strength of high yield steel for Fe 415 is 415 Newton per mm square. This already we discussed in previous classes in topics. So B is your width of beam, or BW, you can say BW, that is in T beam section, web of flanged beams, right? See, this is the minimum shear reinforcement we have to provide as per class, and minimum shear reinforcement will provide in the shape of stirrups. See, just now we observed this IS 456. This is, see, if you thorough with IS 456 for your external examination, you will get definitely grade of both for above 70% students. For above 60, you will get nine grades. So if you thorough how to solve the problem by using IS 456 is very important. If you see here, I am mentioning, but this everything is available in your IS 456. How to calculate minimum shear reinforcement, where here you have same formula ASV by BSV greater or equal to 0.4, 0.87 by F5. See, you remember always this formula because it is asked many times in many objective type of questions. See, you are asked to find the spacing. All other data is given, but you are asked for to find SVR spacing, or he will give you all other data you are asked to find ASV. That's all. Very simple. If you remember what is the minimum shear reinforcement, see, by using this formula 0.4 by 0.87 Fy. This is a empirical formula given, and if it is a T section, here you will have BW, that is flanged width. Fy, as you know, this is characteristic strength of stirrups. So in this way, we have to calculate minimum shear reinforcement. So this is one of the important formula for you, not only in your university examinations, and for all competitive exams is very important formula to calculate minimum shear reinforcement as per provisions of code book, that is IS 456 2000. So this is important of code book, and we'll see some more important points in the shear in next video. Thank you.